November 18th, 1952. The Cold War isn't just cold anymore. It's burning over Korea. And high above the freezing waters of the Sea of Japan, one American pilot is about to fight a battle that officially never happened. He will face 7 enemy jets alone. He will be shot 263 times. His aircraft will be shredded, crippled, barely flyable. And when it's over, both superpowers will pretend it never occurred. Because telling the truth could have started World War III. This is the story of Lieutenant Royce Williams, and the day he fought the Soviet Union. It's early morning aboard USS Oriskany. The carrier cuts through heavy seas under a steel-gray sky. The wind is sharp. The deck crews move fast, cold air slicing through their gloves. 4 F-9 F-5 Panther jets are being readied for launch. These are Navy fighters on straight-winged, tough, stable gun platforms. Not the fastest jets in the sky, but reliable. In the cockpit of one Panther sits Lieutenant Royce Williams, calm, focused, professional. He's part of a strike group headed toward targets in North Korea, just miles from the Soviet border. Everyone knows the danger of flying that close. Officially, Soviet pilots are not in Korea. Unofficially, they are. And they're flying the most feared jet in the world, the MiG-15BIs. A Soviet radar station picks up contacts, American jets, heading north. At a Soviet base outside Vladivostok, Captain Nikolai Belyakov receives the order. Americans are heading north. Do not allow them near Vladivostok. He doesn't hesitate. Understood, turning to intercept. 7 MiG-15 fighters roar down the runway. Swept wings, devastating 37mm cannon, climb rate unmatched by anything in the sky. They are the apex predators of 1952. And they are hunting. Back over the Sea of Japan, the American strike group gets a warning. We have 7. Repeat, 7 bogeys incoming. Protect the fleet at all costs. Williams answers calmly. Copy. Then disaster. His flight leader calls out, Terminal engine trouble. I must return to the carrier. He turns back. His wingman follows. In seconds, 4 Panthers become 2. Williams and Lieutenant Dave Rowlands are now alone. Above 12,000 feet, Williams looks up and sees them. 7 contrails, thin white scars across the sky. The Americans still believe they're North Korean. They are not. The MiGs split into attack elements. Williams and Rowlands climb to 26,000 feet, scanning desperately. Then, tracers rip past Williams' canopy. Impacts hammer the fuselage. They're coming from the right. The MiGs dive like falcons. The first MiG roars past in a blur of silver. A second opens fire. 23mm and 37mm cannon shells slam into the Panther. The aircraft shudders violently. The MiGs are faster, they climb better, they accelerate harder. The Panther is outclassed in nearly every metric. But it rolls well, and Williams uses it. He snaps into defensive maneuvers. Hard rolls, tight turns. Another MiG attacks. Then another. 4 passes in seconds. The sky becomes chaos. Smoke trails, gun flashes, jets screaming past at nearly 600 miles per hour. Then, a MiG overshoots. Williams sees his chance. He slides in behind it. Crosshairs steady. He squeezes the trigger. 4 20mm cannons roar. Inside the MiG, Senior Lieutenant Pakomkin feels the hit. Alarms explode in his cockpit. I've been hit! Smoke pours from his aircraft. He dives away. Williams has drawn first blood. As the MiGs regroup, Williams sees something chilling. The insignia on their wings. Not North Korean roundels, not Chinese markings, but a plain red star. The Soviet Union. He radios immediately. Cap control, these MiGs are Soviets. At that exact moment, the National Security Agency intercepts Soviet communications. The American fleet receives a warning. Do not engage. This could start World War III. Williams' reply is unforgettable. I'm already engaged. There is no turning back. The MiGs climb almost vertically, an impossible performance. Then they roll and dive straight at him, head on. 3 Soviet jets versus 1 American. No one breaks. Tracers stitch the sky. Jets scream past each other in a blink. No hits. Williams tries to gain altitude. More tracers from behind. The other 3 MiGs have returned. Now it's 6 against 1. The attacks are relentless. Williams is pushed to the edge of physics. Hard brakes, full throttle, sweat inside oxygen mask. 4 MiGs fly past in formation. He slips behind them. One Soviet pilot sees the Panther and feels dread. He pulls toward the sun. Williams follows, and is blinded instantly. He loses the shot. As he turns away, 2 MiGs dive straight at him. No time to evade, so he does the unthinkable. He turns into them. Another head-on joust. This time, 1 MiG doesn't break. Senior Lieutenant Alexander Vandayev. Okay, Yankee, let's dance. They hold the triggers down. Closing speed, nearly 1,000 miles per hour. Shells cross in the air. Williams sees enemy rounds drop beneath him. Then, a 20mm shell punches straight into the MiG cockpit. Vandayev is killed instantly. The MiG rolls inverted and falls away. Williams has just shot down his second MiG. Seconds later, a third falls to his guns. Captain Belyakov watches 2 of his men die. Now it's personal.